EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that is a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Return up near the 30-yard line, but that penalty marker could impact the spot. Let's get the call. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. Love quickly out to Watson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment. Still second down.
They'll try again after the penalty. 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw on the run is complete. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Up the middle with Jacobs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Smith out quickly to Lockett. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. What can they do here? This is third and forever. From the gun, it's Geno. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a four vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. On play action, Love. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be second and long. Injured player on the field, and he's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On second down, Love. Now he takes off.
Holding offense.
Here's Jacobs. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. To throw is Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. We are through one. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down is Smith. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Shotgun run now with Walker. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Walker. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but Doesn't matter, we have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. From the shotgun, Smith. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We're back to Seattle after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He'll try to run, and he will score. Geno Smith, touchdown Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This returnable with Reed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Love to throw. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Here's Love. He'll tuck it and take off. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Love. There he goes again. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
From the gun on third down, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Now Love. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about, so they got to continue.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jordan Love, touchdown Packers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Gino to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Smith to throw on 1st down. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's DK Metcalf, and the Seahawks offense set for their next drive. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. On first down, here's Geno to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 19-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working out of the gun, Smith. That is caught back corner of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
First and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Love. The ball's out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Throwing on second down, Love. That one complete to Watson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nice change of pace there on the back end, Mike. They brought dime defense, which means they have 6 defensive backs. That's a lot of guys back there defending this passing game, and when the quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball, he tends to hold it longer than his offensive line can protect for, and he goes down for the sack.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
2-possession lead, fourth quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is brought in. And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag. Oh, as costly as they come. The holding call wipes away what would have been a long touchdown. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Gino. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing is Love. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run here with Walker. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Walker. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. That's on the veteran guard, Laken Tomlinson. From the pistol, here's Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Catch made there by Watson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. Love to throw. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. So the 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the Seahawks. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks as we say so long from Seattle.